Hello everybody, this is Reviews and More, and if you're watching this, it's because you want to know the difference between the Uni-ball One Series F and the Uni-ball One Series Standard White Pen. These are three examples of the Uni-ball One Series F. It is essentially going to be a nearly identical dimension to the Uni-ball One series, those little white pins you're going to see in just a moment. The only major differences we see is one, probably the biggest one you notice right off the bat is obviously the color. There's not a lot of color options when it comes to the Uni-ball One. You can get colored ink, but the actual outside typically is always white. These can become in a variety of colors, and Uni-ball puts out special editions based on the color and time of year. So if you are someone who likes minimalist style pens and a lot of color and flair, these are kind of more up your alley than the Uni-ball One. But here you can also see, again, they're about nearly identical when it comes to just the dimensions of the pen, the thickness, the length, all that fun stuff. But you'll notice the Uni-ball One that's on the bottom there, it has a rubberized grip. For some people, they love that, but keep in mind these pens are white, which means that rubberized grip over time does pick up dirt, grime, gets a little stained. So if you write for an extended period of time, you will have a dirty pen after using all the ink up one time. Now, the Uni-ball One F does not have the grip, but so if you need to have a grip when you're writing, you'd have to add one onto it. However, the best thing about the Uni-ball One F, and what they really justify the increase in price, because the Uni-ball One and the One F have a price difference of about 100%. So it's about twice as much for the Uni-ball One F compared to the Uni-ball Ones. The biggest reason that they're different is the weight. The weight on the Uni-ball One F is centered towards the pen tip, which means the writing on it is much easier over time. The Uni-ball One Standard has a lot of the weight on the back end, and you'll see me kind of balance on the finger here, and you'll see a difference in just a second once the balance gets laid out. The center of gravity on the Uni-ball One F is much closer to the tip of the pen because they use metal in the front. They also have a different clicking mechanism that's a little more smooth, so you have improved click, you have improved metal in the front that adds weight, and that weight being added to the front makes for a smoother and overall just better writing experience. So here you see me trying to balance it equally. It keeps falling backwards because more weight is in the back when compared to the Uni-ball One F. So as I slowly start creeping it up and moving it, you'll see a fairly substantial difference in the length that the Uni-ball One versus the One F kind of has to be pushed forward. Now, some people don't write that often, so the Uni-ball One makes perfect sense. But if you're someone who writes consistently for a very long time, maybe you do handwritten notes, that kind of stuff, maybe you have to write for work for some reason in this age of technology, but most people don't. If you're a note taker, the Uni-ball One F is a better option for you simply because the weight allows you to actually just write for a more extended period of time. You're not using as much, for lack of a better term, finger pressure to hold the pen in place. Now, if you're someone who writes periodically, or really most of their writing is left to just doing like a signature, some really basic short notes, that kind of stuff, then the Uni-ball One F is not for you. There's no reason to pay that much extra for the pen for that little bit of benefit that really only helps people who write for extended periods of time.